I really am quite lucky. I get to travel the country and see the most beautiful gardens. Today, we're in Perth. It's shining under a beautiful sun and the Swan River's never looked any better. But we're off to Subiaco, the home of the West Coast Eagles and some pretty nice gardens. Well, it's a cute little cottage and the frangipani's probably as old as the house, but it's the backyard that we've come to check out. And what a pleasant surprise this little backyard is. What I like about it most is it hasn't tried to be modern and a contrast to the front of the house. Still got all the elements of a modern garden, but it's got the simple things that we all grew up with. A veranda, a pergola, somewhere to have a meal with the family, a lawn, and a pool to have fun in. And I can even see out the back there, what would have been a waste area or at best a car space, is now another room in the garden. And down the very back of the yard, this is completely different to the rest of the garden. It's informal, it's got steppers rather than hard surfaces, and I like the fact there's this pergola made out of gal pipe. It's not expensive, but once that wisteria grows over it, it will truly be like an outdoor room. When people start adding pools and big pergolas, one of the things that disappears in a small backyard is the lawn. I'm really glad they've got it here because it's one of those things that makes this garden look older. But the thing that's smart are the edges. You've got pebbles along the border where it meets the timber work of the deck. That means that the grass can't grow up underneath the deck and then through it, making it really ugly. Along that edge, you've got the Corten steel. You can hit that every day with a whippersnipper. That's not going to do any damage. And right here where I'm standing now, you've got a nice wide garden edge, which doubles as a little path. So you're not wearing a track out in the lawn. But most importantly, it looks good. I love this garden, and it's not necessarily because of all the expensive elements like the koi pond. It's the clever little things that make a difference. If you have a look at this paling fence, it kind of looks like you should have gone along with a circular saw, cut it off all nice and straight, have it neat and tidy. But by leaving it jagged, it hides a few sins from the neighbours, like you can see their screen there and that ugly brickwork. If you wanted to hide it completely, it'd have to be another 600 mil high and it'd look too much like a compound. Leaving it like this, it looks like the skyline of the city in a silhouette at night. It's clever, it doesn't cost anything, and when you do that a few times through a garden, it makes the difference between, yeah, it's pretty nice and amazing. So, Tim, congratulations on your garden, mate. What was your inspiration?
The clients wanted a pool and they wanted a contemporary sort of bent on the late 1800s cottage. And we just had this incredible blank canvas to create something really special.
So, was there any big challenges that you came across when you were building the garden?
Yeah, I think the greatest challenge was actually getting the Corten pond in because it came in on a semi down the laneway and then we had to crane it in over the top of the carob tree and then position it around the jacaranda tree. So actually getting that over and nestling it in was the greatest challenge.
So with your soils over here, like you pick it up and it's like you're at the beach.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the trick for a homeowner, someone who wants to do a bit of gardening at home in WA?
Trick is blending manures and soil conditioners through the top sort of 300 mil of the soil, putting in a wetter soil as well, but organics are the key.
And I notice even the stools we're sitting on are the same dimensions as a pergola.
I know, they are, the offcuts.
Love an offcut.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like a bit of a sculpture sitting on here.
You look like a sculpture. That's weird.